So if the tenant wasn't calling me about the notice that I sent saying we are not renewing your lease, what was she calling me about and what did she leave on the voicemail? She wanted 20 copies of a caregiver agreement form that I created for her back in February. Now, do you guys remember the very first caregiver who was kicked off the property and she kept all of his stuff? His aunt was in a terrible car accident. He had to go immediately out to Texas to be with her, and she subsequently passed away. In the midst of this, the tenant locked him out of the property, said, "You're fired, you cannot come back." So when he came back, he brought a police officer to get his stuff, including $40,000 worth of tools. And she said, "Oh no, that's all my stuff." And the police do not determine that. So they have to say, okay, this is a civil matter. Now you have to take her to court to get your stuff or get the value of that stuff. At the time, I told the tenant, you have to have a transparent agreement with these caregivers that outlines that they are not tenants, they are employees, and specifically where they can keep their stuff at the house, and then they should be creating a list, an itemized list of all of their belongings. And she thought it was a great idea and asked if I would create that for her, which I did. Everything in life needs to have a signed agreement. Documentation is so important. Doesn't matter if it's your best friend in the whole entire world, best friend of 50 years, or family members. If you guys are going to agree on something, it has to be in writing and signed off by all parties. Point blank, period. And this is why. To avoid misunderstandings. February rolls by. She did it for one caregiver. That caregiver subsequently disappeared. Fast forward to June, I do a home inspection and realize that there's an additional woman living there that I was not aware of. And fast forward again to July, and I find out that there was another man living there that ultimately was taken into police custody and passed away from an overdose. Now, the lease stipulates that she has to notify us if she has a new caregiver come live at the property, and she has to provide all of their information. I sent an email July 13th stating, hey, you have to provide us with this information. And she lost her shit on me. On July 17th, suddenly she's had a change of heart. Not only is she totally fine with having everybody fill out this form, but she wants to give me a breakdown of who they are and what their shift is and what they do and what day they come and what hours they'll be attending. And on July 19th, I did indeed receive some of the forms back with information about people that are working for her. Now, fast forward to today, she calls me and leaves a voicemail and sends a text. She would like me to mail hard copies of these forms, and she would like me to send 20, which means she has 20 people that are working for her at the property right now.